Alrighty, let's get into some Transformers news now. Yeah, Transformers. I am so happy there's actually new news. Well, there usually is, but different things. But for the toys, of course, this is Studio Series, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I do like to collect some of them. I do open some of my Studio Series figures. The rest I've just kept sealed, but I still like to collect them. And there's some really cool ones shown off today, so we'll get right into that. And yeah, this is a leader class, and it's a Constructicon, a scavenger, so that is really cool. The alt mode looks fine. It looks like some sort of heavy machinery. I always forget what they're called. Such a nerd. I don't know man machines very well, but the robot mode looks pretty cool. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know, yeah, if it balances very well, but I do like the hands, the claws. It's a weird rolling wheel robot. It kind of reminds me of like Rat Trap from Beast Machines, but even a little cooler than that. It's red. He's a red, some sort of crane or digging truck. It's hard to say, but yeah, I really like the alt mode, even though I don't even know what kind of, kind of machine this is. It's like, when they're like digging up the roads or construction, right? But I do like it. I like the robot mode, definitely. Yeah, it's weird. I wouldn't think I would like this robot mode, but I don't hate it. And having it leader class might be pretty cool. Let's get to see how big it is. If it's really, really big, that might be really, really sweet. Yeah, so not a bad robot. I mean, it's hit or miss. Some people might really hate it. Some people might like it. So it's just kind of up in the air for that. But I'm not hating it. I really am not hating it. And the other one, same series, Studio Series. We're going through all the new Studio Series updates. I know there's already lots of videos on them, but I just like to give my own little take. And yeah, it's fun to talk about it on the podcast. So yeah, he's a Voyager class Constructicon. It's Mixmaster. So he is obviously a cement truck. I do know what a cement truck is, but yeah, it's a big, cool truck. The alt mode, the truck mode, the alt mode looks perfect. It looks really good. It kind of reminds me of that Megatron truck I had, so maybe it has a similar transformation where it opens up. But it looks cool. Mixmaster was always kind of silly in the show, but I did like him. And yeah, and I meant the old cartoon, but yeah, it's a gray truck. It's all gray. It's not too bad. The alt mode is good. The robot mode, on the other hand, to me, it kind of does look a mess. The other guy that we just looked at, that turns into the wheel, basically. Well, he has no legs. Looks better than this. This kind of looks awkward. The arms, it looks like his feet are too skinny for the body, but I know this guy forms the head because all these guys combined to form Devastator, obviously. But yeah, this guy forms the head. But yeah, so maybe that's a reason for the weird transformation. But it just looks all over the place. The head sculpt even on the figure kind of looks weird. Like, looks like he has a tiny little body and big arms and, I don't know, a huge, huge backpack. So I don't really know what to say about that, but loving this robot mode. You should check images of these guys out so you can fully understand it. Yeah, he's just a little weak for sure. I will be picking these guys up. I already have one of them, so I'd like to collect all these guys and have Devastator either put it together one day or just keep in the packaging for now. Either way, I will be buying this guy as well. Alright, the next Studio Series figure we'll be talking about is the new Voyager class Megatron from Transformers, the first 2007 live-action movie. Yeah, I like the 2007 live-action movie. I don't love it, but yeah, I don't mind the alt mode. It's his weird jet mode, his weird spaceship mode that he always has. The first time I saw this movie, I thought, it's either a plane or a tank, or I mean, I prefer almost tank, but the plane, I got used to this plane over time, and it didn't mind. I didn't mind it, the transformation. I thought kind of cool how he just transform and fly off. So it's not hateable. It looks pretty much like how it actually looked in the movie. This is a really good alt mode. And yeah, the Megatron itself in robot mode, I mean, his head reminds me so much of the actual old movie. Yeah, he's all tones of gray, and he has his red eyes, and yeah, he looks bulkier, I've noticed. he kind of has like his mace weapon that you can put in his hand, so that's cool. He has huge chunky feet, which I don't fully remember him having huge chunky feet in the movie, but that's kind of hit or miss. But overall, yeah, I like this more than other versions I've seen. I know there's that masterpiece version, but yeah, I like this more as of other versions I've seen of the first movie, Megatron. So yeah, I'd like to get this guy. I'd say I'm more hyped on this guy than the other two. I could see myself maybe opening this guy sooner than the rest, but you never know. Yeah, Transformers, the first movie, does have a huge impact on me. I thought I was old at the time, but I was early 20s, and yeah, it was 2007, so yeah, I was still kind of a kid and still really into all this stuff. And this movie, as much as I didn't like it as when it first came out, I've grown to like parts of it, but I can't stand any of the Shia LaBeouf or human parts. I just like the robots, and yeah, I wish they made these movies more about the robots and not just the people, like add a little person here and there, but don't make them the main story. That's so boring to be down with the people all the time. I'd rather be transforming with the Transformers and such. But yeah, if you're a huge fan of the first movie or like the first movie and a fan of Megatron, I think you'll like this figure. So yeah, I'll be getting it for sure. And of course, last but not least, everybody's been talking about the new Shockwave that's coming out. Everyone's hyped on the new Shockwave. Yeah, Shockwave is a cool character. I mean, he always had a huge impact on me emotionally as a kid, and made me understand characters differently as a kid, and I always liked him because he was purple, to tell you the truth. Purple was a big thing when I was a kid. But yeah, his alt mode, he's in one of his spider tank modes, where it's passable. It's passable. But yeah, it is somewhat passable. He has a huge gun on the front. It's kind of like on all fours in its spider tank mode. He comes with two little mini guys, so many little bots, so that is cool as well, just like in the movies from Dark of the Moon, which I haven't seen in forever, but yeah, and yeah, the tank mode, like he has hints of dark grays, some black, and yeah, purple, of course. I don't remember him being too purple in the show or anything, but yeah, it's kind of like a throwback to, new and old Shockwave. Yeah, of course, the robot mode is, I think with the robot mode is why everyone's liking it. He looks really sick. On his left hand, he has, a huge blade. He's got mostly purple armor, and it mixed in with the gray. And yeah, he's got a huge red eye, just one eye. So he's a Cyclops, like Shockwave should be. He's got a cool kind of purple skeleton frame chest, and really sweet armor all around, and a huge gun on his hand. And a huge gun as his hand, like Mega Man. As Shockwave should just have a gun on his hand. So yeah, it really plays to the OG. It plays to the OG Dark of the Moon now. And yeah, new Transformers, old Transformers, all in one. Oh yeah, and this is a leader class. Yeah, I think I mentioned that, but it is a leader class, so this will be, decently sized Transformer, hopefully. And I'd love to get my little paws on this guy. He looks super sick. Yeah, the robot mode blows this thing out of the water. The two little mini bots that you get looks sick as well. But yeah, they did a great job on this guy. I can't wait to see some more actual toy pictures of the figure, and yeah, take our judgment from there. But I will be picking up all these new Studio Series figures. I'm really liking them and stoked to collect them. And yeah, you know what? It could even just show them as a toy haul, or maybe we'll review some of them down the road. But I'm just not a huge Michael Bay Transformers fan. But some of these I will want to pick up. And yeah, he does have hints of gold too on his chest. I wanted to mention his on his legs too, back of his legs and stuff. So he has a little hint of gold. He's ballin'. He has a strong robot mode, and yeah, can't wait to see more pictures of these guys. And I'll definitely be picking all these up if I can find them in my area. Yeah, those last pictures I just shown, and all this stuff was released at Canada Fan Expo. So yay, Canada! Talk about two more Generation Selects figures. Nightbird and Zetar. So yeah, Nightbird. I don't know a ton about her. I've seen her in the show a lot as a kid. So she looks cool in a way. Like, she actually does look like this. She doesn't transform in the show. I know it's just a retool of Moonracer and all that, but the robot mode, the head sculpt looks pretty decent. Yeah, I think they did a good job on her for sure. The robot mode looks awesome. She looks like the ninja she should be, so that's really cool. She looks like a ninja, mate. Yeah, she does, though. And she has her gun. I mean, she has the right yellow and purples. They really did a good job with that. And, of course, on this version, she transforms. So we'll check out the transformation. It's, like I said, a Moonracer type transformation. Nothing special, but I do like with a purple and all black. Yeah, like I said, I remember seeing her in the show. Megatron had to deal with her, and I was like, who's this woman all over my Megatron? But yeah, I mean, a little jealousy. Women, what can you do? But yeah, yeah, she looks really cool. And yeah, it kind of reminds me of like a Batman mixed with something else with the purple and the, you can put her gun on top. And yeah, I mean, she doesn't combine probably. She doesn't have a combiner element to her because that'd be too weird probably. But if she did, that'd be cool too. Yeah, not a ton to say on her. Not too much to say on her. She looks very cartoon accurate and all that. Besides some of the kibble hanging off of her, and yeah, huge backpack. But this is Generation Select. I might be a little more select with this purchase. Not gonna be dying to grab this, but if I see it on a site down the road for cheap or something, I would pick it up. Basically the same thing with the next figure, Zetar. For the next Transformers Generation Selects Deluxe Class Power Dasher Zetar. So he has a cone head, but he's more of a drill head. His head is a drill. I don't mind the robot mode actually. I don't know a ton or basically anything about this guy, but I do like the robot mode. It's a strong robot mode. The transformation isn't too shabby either. It's just like basically a little drill thing. I know my friend that had a little one, but it wasn't the same color as this. My friend back in grade 6 had like a drill transform, but I swear it was more like burgundy, so I might be getting that mixed up. But anywho, the colors look nice. He's black with yellow, and he has an awkward, weird drill head. And I would order this guy over the Nightbird for some reason, just because how silly, and yeah, he looks really funny actually, and I kind of like it. He looks quirky. He's an Autobot, so get the drill, y'all. Let me know if you'll order any of these Generation Selects figure, if you're even interested in either one of them. I'd love to hear from you about that, because I'd like to hear a different opinion. But yeah, for some reason, yeah, not hating these. They're just, both of them are not something I'd be jumping out the window for, like, more Seeker colors and all that type of stuff, properly G2 colored Megatron from the, green and purple release or something like that. I'd be like all over it. But these guys are like, maybe save the money for now. Don't rush into these guys. And if I can pick them up later, that'd be awesome. These looked really cute. The Transformers Mighty Mugs Wave 2. There's in-hand images. Someone picked them up. You know what sucks is that I didn't see Wave 1 anywhere around Walmart or anything in Canada. I really missed out on these guys. I think they're adorable. There's Soundwave, there's Grimlock, Nemesis Prime, and yeah, they're looking pretty awesome. Yeah, definitely the Soundwave is really cute. These things are they have small little bodies and big heads, kind of chibi style. And when you push down on their head, their faces change. I have seen other ones at my store, like My Little Pony and stuff like that. But these are way cooler. The Soundwave looks so legit. And that Grimlock, they're to die for. I see and read other people saying that they never saw Wave 1 in their town either, so they thought it was maybe canceled and stuff like that. So yeah, that's really that sucks, It really sucks when people can't find these things, because these things would have sold well. I also read people saying that, even in the States, they couldn't find them in the wild. So it probably wasn't just here, but yeah, I don't know if you can get these guys at Toys R Us or if they were more in Target or Walmart. But yeah, no, I've only seen those Mighty Mugs at EB Games, but they were not Transformers. They were My Little Pony. But yeah, these guys are really cute. They're usually about $15 Canadian, so probably be a little less in American for you, or maybe they're about $15 American. I can't really remember, but yeah, they're not too expensive. This wave was announced a while back, if you remember, I think in May. So yeah, I'd love to get them all. They all are so cute. I really like this bunch. There's Ratchet, Soundwave, Windblade, and Grimlock. So yeah, I'd love to get them all. They're so cool. Yeah, let me know. Have you bought any Mighty Mugs yourself? You into Mighty Mugs? The detailing on these guys, if I really look at the Soundwave's pretty good. Like, his face would change. He's got his chest has the yellow tape cassette part. There's a bit of coloring and stuff on his legs, and yeah, they look really cool. Like I said, I've seen those other ones in person. They do have a pretty high quality job on these guys, and they come in these little plastic domes, and then you take them out and you can play with them. They have a silly little gimmick. Like I said, you just push down on the head and the face will change. Sometimes they have a happy face, a mad face. They'll be sticking their tongue out, they'll be laughing, they'll be angry, they'll be happy. Just like all the mode swings I've been going through lately. But yeah, these guys are fantastic. I hope I get to. I want wave 1, I want wave 2, I want all the waves, but I haven't seen them. Hopefully, maybe I could track some of the wave 1 down on eBay or something for hopefully a decent price. I'll let you guys know if I do. But yeah, hoping that these guys will be in the area. These are mighty cute, and I'd love to get them. Well, I got into Transformers TCG, the trading cards. I finally did it. I saw some of the old packs we had left at a store, at one of the EB games, so I went and picked them up. I also picked up some of the Siege booster packs as well. But yeah, I kind of like the original line that they had out first. There's the Transformers trading card game, I guess. Just the one that's a little bit more G1 style. I actually really dig that, so that was really cool. Yeah, I like that G1 style a little bit more than the Siege. The Siege are pretty cool, as well as I actually got a Siege Soundwave that's in one of my videos. But yeah, I was happy. I really like the art on these things. Like, I'm not getting into this to play it or anything. I don't even know anyone else in town that would play it. I just don't like. When I went to buy these cards, you'll hear this in my other video as well. But people like said, you're the only person in town buying these. You're the only person in town gonna play these. So I'm like, oh, but I still like them. Just yeah, it's fun to collect. Amazing art. Like, especially both sets have both amazing art, and it's just cool to see this. I like the character cards are actually a lot bigger. All the small like action cards or whatever you want to call them are smaller. And the regular Transformers trading card game, the more G1 style, just comes with big character cards and those action cards. That's what I found so far. But yeah, the action cards are like, a little smaller than, or about the same size as regular, like Magic or Pokemon cards. But the actual character cards are pretty big and bulky. They're like, I don't know. They're pretty nice. They're decent. They're like double the size of the regular cards or more. So I really like them, and they're holographic. They have lots of, got the holographic backgrounds on the actual characters, and yeah, on one side it shows the Transformer, on the other side it shows the alt mode. I'm really unsure about how many characters they have and how many cards. I still gotta look that up, and yeah, I want to buy more. That's the thing about those cards, though. They're so addicting. That reminds me of the old days when, I used to beg my mom to buy his Pokemon cards. I'd be like, buy his Pokemon, buy his Pokemon. I know it's Pokemon. I'm just mocking it, but but yeah, we used to beg mommy for some Pokemon cards and all of that, and of course she spent hundreds and hundreds on us, but I'm trying to get those ones we liked. But yeah, this is the same, but yeah, you just gotta, when you can grab them, or you get some stuff, or when you can grab them, go ahead and grab them, you know what I mean? So yeah, don't go crazy. But if you like Transformers, if you just like if you like cards, if you like collecting, if you like art, I suggest you check even just a pack or two of these up. I don't think they're too like I said, they said I was the only person in town buying them, so that's probably a lie, but probably pretty close to the truth. Yeah, so there's not a lot of people buying these, so, maybe buy a couple packs if you want to support it, and it'll be around longer. I don't see this being around for a long time, just due to how bad they're selling, but, at least in my area and what people have told me, but, you know what, I'm stoked on them. I like them. I'll give them another shot. I'll buy another pack or 10, and yeah, I did a video, I don't know which one will be out first, this or the podcast, but I did a video where I'm like unboxing a whole bunch of cards. I hope you enjoy it, and you get to actually see what the cards are all about and the cool art on them. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Cards are dangerous. You don't want to just keep buying them over and over again, but they're pretty cool. Like I said, and I don't know, like if they have big plastic things you can put the big cards in to keep them safe, and get some other holders for the other cards, and yeah, try to figure out how many cards there is, and yeah, see how close I can get to a full set. That'd be cool. I just like it because, like, I like collecting. Obviously, I like Transformers, like the art. Yeah. just kind of a neat thing to get into. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, if I did have a friend that was into this and wanted to try to play, I wouldn't hate on that. But for me, mostly all card games, Pokemon, back in the daisies. I used to push daisies. No, but back in the daisies, I used to just collect them mostly. Like, we'd play, like, no one really knew the rules I found back in the day, and kids would make up their own stuff. But back in the day, on the schoolyards and such, in the neighborhoods. But yeah, I always like the collecting factor of these type of things like cards. And yeah, just gotta catch them all. But yeah, let me know if you care about these. Do you think they're total garbage? I'd love to hear from you. But if you are slightly interested, pick up a pack or two, support this stuff. And yeah, I'm happy to. I'll probably let you guys know if I get more or do another video of opening. So stay tuned for that. Let me know if you like it. And yeah, that's about it for the Transformers TCG.